Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's discussion on the nectar of holy name, Harinam Cintamani from this book, what they call the holy name by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So I'm grateful to every one of you for joining us today, and I would like to also welcome Saraswati Mataji from Bhakti Caves, joining us for a first time. Okay, so today, as I said, we are at the final part of this book. Then once this thing is done, then we will be moving into Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So as usual, before we do, let's do our invocation prayer. We invoke auspiciousness, pray to Guru, the Guru Parambara, and all the acharyas, previous acharyas, to give us the causeless mercy so that we can understand the subject matter. Understanding the subject matter is not a big deal, but the most important, can we practice or not? So I have devotees calling me up, especially there's one particular devotee called me up yesterday, and he was in a kind of fear, wondering whether he can do this or not. Okay, so all this is possible by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. So today we're going to continue our discussion on the offenses in worshipping the deities. I think it's a very quick one. Then after that, we go to the last part of the book. No. So after we do two chapters today. One is chapter 14 and chapter 15. Offenses in in serving the deity and Bhajana Pranali. Okay. So we're going to do this. Then after that, the final part is going to be the most ecstatic part, where Bhakti Vinod Thakur will be explaining in great ecstasy. I think that one may take at least a few days. All right. So let's do our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaprantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakamanam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagarjadam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vidamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasachari Starine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devidayitaye Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Viknanadayine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jola Premadhya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namustute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruddha Pasidanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambode Padam Bhujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Vrayate Gauravir Bhava Bhumestum Nidasta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhauma Sri Jagannathaye Namaha Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Paditanam Pavinibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratisi Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Vadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishta Buddhari Srimati Jaya Pataka Swami Tinamani Namacharya Padaya Nittai Kripa Pradayani Gaurakata Dhamataya Namaste. Hare Krishna. Okay,
Hare Krishna.
so Hare Krishna Prabhu, Nagarajan Prabhu, welcome. Welcome everyone. So today we're going to continue our discussion on the deity worship. So before that, deity worship is something is quite not relevant for many. It's only meant for pujaris or those who are having deity in the house. But of course, this chapter also a very brief chapter. So what are the offenses of deities that we should avoid? Okay, basically we have studied that in Nectar of Devotion. We have studied very detailed in Nectar of Devotion. But anyway, here is going to be the summary explanation on the offenses in serving the deity by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Jaya Gaura Gadadara Janava Jivana Jaya Sitapati Srivasadi Bhakta Gana. So now, what happened? Mahaprabhu said, okay, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, listen, Haridas, you have revealed the truth about the offenses to the name. Okay, so far, all the truth about the offenses has been revealed, okay, by Haridas. By these, the jivas in Kali Yuga will become fortunate. Okay, so those who have just joined, please subscribe to the video, go back and watch all the videos. I think something like, so far on 10 or 12 videos we have published in the YouTube channel, my channel, Padita Tarana Official. So you can go there and get back the, you can get the glimpse back, right? So this is, so Mahaprabhu said, by this the jiva in Kali Yuga will become fortunate. And you are the Acharya of the holy name. So Haridas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu establishing this fact that Haridas Thakur is Acharya of the holy name. When I hear the description of name from you, I feel great joy. You are the Acharya in conduct and learned as a preacher. And your character is decorated by the jewel of the name. Ramananda Roy taught me about rasa. Okay, Ramananda Roy, hope that one day we can study his book also. I have his book. That is the conversation between Lord Chaitanya and Ramananda Roy. So Ramananda Roy taught me about rasa. And now you have taught me on the glories of the name. So now discuss the different offenses in serving the deity. So what are the offenses that we can do in serving the deity? Or we call as Seva Aprada. All the while we were studying about Nama Aprada, now Seva Aprada. Hearing this, the darkness of the heart of the jiva will be dissipated. So this is the goal we are trying to study from this book, from this chapter. So what is the goal? Okay, the goal is to remove the darkness in the heart of the jiva. Okay, it will be dissipated by understanding this subject. Haridas said, those who are serving the deity know about this. Those who serve the deity, they know about this. I have simply taken shelter of the name. So I have simply taken shelter of the name. So how can I know? Haridas Thakur said. So what we can understand from this? So this is something very important that that for us to contemplate. He said, those who serve the deity, they know about this. But then he said, I simply taken shelter of the name. That means I have only taken shelter from the name. But how can I know? How do I know this? All right. I don't know this. But still, he said, however, not to violate your order, I will elaborate. Okay. Concerning service to the Murti of the Lord, there are many offenses listed in the scripture. If one place 32 offenses, in one place, 32 offenses are mentioned. Somewhere else, 50 are mentioned. The learned have divided these offenses. I mean, the learned means what? The acharyas have divided these offenses into 4 types. Okay, the offenses into 4 types. Number 1, direct offenses in serving the deity. Number 2, offenses in establishing a deity. Number 3, offenses in taking darshan of the deity. And number 4, general offenses committed against the deity. So the 32 offenses listed in Bhagavatam are as follows. So it is mentioned from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, now let's look into the offenses one by one for our, because in life, that what is our biggest impediment is offenses. A lot of offenses are coming and going into our life. So now after understanding this, we try not to commit any of these offenses as far as possible. Okay. Number 1, entering the temple with the shoes on. Of course, we don't do that. Okay. Even when we look at our Indian Hindu culture, we do not enter the temple or even the house with shoes. Number 2, entering on a palanquin. Okay. Sometimes they take the people, like the king, they have to get down outside, they have to come in. All right. Number 3, not observing festivals. So there are many festivals. Okay. Sometimes, okay, Janmashtami, I want to take a break lah. Upcoming is Nityananda Triyodasi. This Saturday. Next day is Taipusam. No need lah, just okay lah, we do. So think about it, all right? Not paying obeisances. As we enter the temple, we must offer our obeisances. Obeisances na enna artham? Ulundu kummaradu. Okay. How we should offer the deity? All right. Example, when you see here. Okay. So I give you an example how you should pay obeisances to the deity. Now, assume the deity is here. All right. The deity of Krishna is here. Okay. And I take this as the, right. So now, okay. So the deities are watching at me. So this is left-hand side of the deity and this is right-hand side of the deity. Okay, this is right-hand side of the deity. When we go into the temple, okay, please understand this. When we walk into the temple, we are paying obeisances. How we should pay obeisances to the deity? We have to stand on the right-hand side of the deity and fall this way. You all get it? You have to be on the right-hand side of the deity and fall towards the left. Okay, this is when you are worshipping the Supreme Personality. Sometimes when we go to any Deva temple, demigod temple, Devata temple. So when we go to any Deva temple like Murugan, Shivan temple or whatever, how we should pay obeisances? We should pay obeisance from the left-hand side towards the right. That is, if we are worshipping the Devas, not worshipping the Devas, respecting the Devas. You got it? And paying obeisances like this, straight. Okay? Paying obeisance like this way. All right? That means you are straight away facing the deity. This is something which is not allowed. You should not do that. You should either from the right to the left or left to the right. All right? So this is something very important. So any questions on this so far? You all get it? All good? If good, please put a thumbs up. Put a thumbs up. That means I know you're following me.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Mataji. Who's that?
How about
yes.
How about our Guru Marga?
All right. Guru Marga also we can fall from the left to right.
Left to right.
Yeah.
Not from the right, huh?
Because usually when they put the deity right in front, the spiritual master is always here, right? It's always here. And for the spiritual master, you can fall directly like this.
Okay. But we are facing it. Normally they are sitting opposite the deity, so we cannot go on straight line, right?
That one cannot, yes.
Mm.
You cannot put your head in front of the deity and the leg facing the guru. Or you do that to the guru, your leg will be facing the deity. That's why left to right. Left to right. Yeah.
Oh. In the temple, they said right to left. You have to go on to the right to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, because if I'm not mistaken, for guru, anyhow also can. Depend on the setup.
Oh, okay.
Like for instance, Ipoh, the Prabhupada deity is big a lot. But if I were to come to the right-hand side, the place is quite narrow. So anyhow, doesn't matter. Okay?
Okay, Prabhu. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Prabhu,
Yes, Prabhu. Who's this?
this is in the temple, Prabhu. In the
Yes,
temple,
Prabhu.
those going to temple, this is the way they have to perform the prayers,
Yes.
the obeisances,
Yeah.
left and right.
Yeah.
Left is the deity, right is the supreme.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
again.
Uh,
Okay, now this is the altar.
yes.
This is the altar. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
This is the altar. This is the right-hand side of the deity, and this is the left-hand side of the deity.
Okay.
Okay. So when you go and pay obeisances, you have to pay obeisances from the right-hand side of the deity towards the left-hand side of the deity, like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Not this way, not straight, or not this way. This one and this one, no. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. Okay.
Prabhu,
Okay.
Prabhu,
Yes, Prabhu.
it'll be easy to explain, like saying left shoulder should be towards the deity.
Yes. That means when you pay obeisances, your left hand, your left shoulder must face the deity.
Same for a Vaishnava, Prabhu. That means your Prabhupada also your left shoulder. Demigods, your right shoulder should be facing them.
Yes. Correct.
Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Mother.
Prabhu, நடுவில் ஆல்டர் இருந்துச்சுனாக்கா ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடில் வந்து கிளாஸ் I mean the guru will take the classes in right side. Left side வந்து பிரபு இருக்காரு. ஸோ obedience பண்ணும்போது குருக்கு obedience பண்ணும்போது எப்படி பண்ணிருக்கோம்?
That's why Guru, you can, if I'm not mistaken, you can obeisance in anyhow.
Okay.
In any angle. Okay, now the question is, okay, now when you ask that question, suddenly I remembered this. Okay. Now let's look at this. So now the altar is here. Okay. And you see there's so many people are sitting around. There's so many people are sitting. Okay. They are doing the class and everyone sitting here. Okay. And now this place is fully covered. So you're supposed to pay obeisances like this. You have to pay obeisances this way. Yes or not? But now you don't have space. What to do now? Do you understand my question?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Now what to do now? If like this. So it's not necessary for you to come near the deity to pay obeisances. It's not to say you look for a place somewhere like this and you just try to pay. No need. Anywhere in the room, say like here, you also can pay obeisance this way. You got it?
Okay.
Or you don't have space. Never mind. You pay obeisances from here also can. Or you from outside also like this also can. Okay? Not necessary go in between of people and pay obeisances. Not necessary. Okay? All right. Okay. Now, so that's the thing. So not paying obeisances. So whenever we enter the temple, first we wash our leg. Then we ring the bell. We walk into the temple. After seeing the deity, how you should see the deity? Okay, since we are discussing this, I rather also talk about this. Say like for instance, okay, the deities are here. Okay. Sorry for my drawing, because I'm not good in drawing. All right, the deities are here. What I was about to tell,
How to see the deities from which way?
Okay. So now, whenever you see the deity, how you should see the deity? How you should do it? Number one, when you look at the deity, first you have to look from their lotus feet first. This is number one. Then slowly you look at the dresses, number two. Then at last you see the face, which is number three. Okay. So that is the proper way of seeing. That means you enjoy. See, sometimes, all right, I give a very wrong example. Please excuse me. Say like, for instance, whenever we see a beautiful people, whenever we see a beautiful people, how we see? We start to see from the leg first. Oh, yo, very pretty la. Oh, from to that face. So the same thing, we enjoy the form of the deity from the lotus feet. Okay? Even when you chant Hare Krishna. All right? At here you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So that means like that, you see the deity in that way. So first you look at their lotus feet. Then you see their belly or the dress. Then at last you see the face. Then after that, you see overall picture. Okay, the decoration and everything. So that is how you should glance. So when you go in first, you get a glance, you stare at their lotus feet and immediately pay obeisances. If you can't, say like for instance, those who are having a knee problem, you can put your hand and bow down. Or you can get down, you just can bow down and touch the ground. But whatever it is, the submissiveness must be there. Okay? Right. Now, let's look at the next one. The next one is reciting prayer in an unclean state. Okay, because this one is say for instance for the pujaris lah. So what are the prayers in an unclean state? Okay, the pujaris, make sure they must be bathed and also this thing. But of course in ISKCON we don't have such a thing, because like certain temples, if a woman is having a menses, they don't even enter the temple. Okay, they don't enter the temple, like that. But in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, so it doesn't matter in whatever state you are, it doesn't matter, but you should not enter and touch the deity paraphernalia, like the puja item, or you should not enter the kitchen. But you can enter the temple, you can stand there, you can join the prayers, you can sing even kirtan, all that, no problem. But you should not touch all the paraphernalia. You must stay away, don't this thing, okay? So like that. So sometimes reciting prayer in an unclean state is an offense. Another one is bowing with one hand. This is very, very, very common. You must be careful of this. Example, okay, I give you example. Someone is bowing down. Okay, someone is bowing down. Okay, he is bowing down to the deity, paying obeisances. Your both hand must be like this. Okay, your both hand must be straight. I don't understand. Some people like to hold like this and put the head. I don't understand what is that method. Have you seen that? They like to put the hand like this and put the head. Maybe sometimes if people are dancing kirtan, don't put your hand straight. They may step on your hand. Okay. And another thing is, when people are dancing, please remember this. When people are all dancing in ecstasy, make sure that you don't go behind them. Right? They're all dancing in ecstasy. Right? So all dancing in great ecstasy, and you're going to stand behind them. Pum, they're going to hit you and fall. So we also must use little intelligence. All right. And the most important is, so maybe because people are dancing, you don't want people to step on your hand. Maybe you can just put it like this. But you should be full surrender. Your hand, your leg, everything must be straight. But some people, you know what they do? They'll pay obeisance like this. Okay, they pay obeisances, right? Like this. One hand. The other hand, they'll be holding the japa beads. You should not do that. Some people like who put the japa bead at there and they do like this, like Superman. You can't do that. When you pay obeisances, your both hand must be straight. For men. For women, it's not that way. The women don't do full dandavat. Okay, there's a way of, I forgot their name. So you have to put your feet, that means you put your hand, and both hands must be on the floor, not with one hand or like this. No, like as though you're swimming or like a Superman. Right? Please don't do that. And make sure when you pay obeisances, look at the people who are dancing. Don't go behind them. You also must use little intelligence. Oh, deity, you fall down, people fall on your head. All right, we don't do that. Okay, remember, so this is very important. If you see anyone who are doing this, respectfully go and tell them. You don't try, hey, you're doing wrong. I mean, we don't want to find any fault, but we can respectfully tell them. Or if you think you don't want to tell, you can tell someone just maybe to convey the message or whatever. Okay, bowing on one hand is not a lampat. The seventh one, circumambulating in front of the deity. Circumambulating in front of the deity. What does that mean? All right, this is a quite common thing. Circumambulating in front of the deity means, yes, Prabhu, Goklish Prabhu. Okay, so when you want to pay, obviously, when you want to circumambulate, you must go around the altar. Like some people, they like to stand like this and start to spin. You know, they just like go around. Have you seen that before? Anyone?
Yes, Prabhu.
So it is quite common in sometimes when you do yagya, you know, or when they do something, they ask you to stand in one place and start to spin, like go around, just like go. I mean, stand there, but you start. What do you call the word? Suttaradu. Ninda edathile suttaradu. All right. All these are not advisable. Okay, you understand? So you should not circumambulating in front of the deity. The next one, spreading one's leg before the deity. When the deity is there, you should not spread your leg. If you're having a knee problem, leg problem, please sit on the chair. All right? Please sit on the chair. Another thing that quite common that also, of course, is considered offense. When people like to sit, they like to hold the leg. The leg will be like this. They sit down and they hold the leg like that. Okay? You should not do that. You either sit like this. If you can't, sit on the chair. You should not put your leg like this. You should not put the leg elsewhere. Or you should not take the leg and hold it. You know, when you sit down and you hold the leg, it is an offense. Okay? So must be very careful. It is all etiquettes. All right. So spreading one's leg before the deity. You should not sleep in front of the deity. Of course, we don't do that here in Malaysia. So you should not eat before the deity. When the prasadam is served, especially like in Ipoh, our dinner place and the deity altar is just side by side. Sometimes the eating place will be full. The people will come towards the altar. So when there's no choice, make sure that you eat in the place where it is, like for instance, all right. Okay, so this is the altar. So if you need to eat, you can at least sit at this area and to eat. And of course, facing where? Facing this side. All right, don't go and sit around this area in front of the deities. Okay, this place, you don't do it. All right, okay. Now, another thing.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. How about
Yes,
if the curtain is closed?
Curtain is closed, okay.
If only
If
the curtain is open, we don't do that.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Then number 11, speaking lies before the deity. Always remember that. If you need to make a testament, you need to say something. And someone say, okay, please call. Like Mangala Rukmini Mataji, please come. Tell, did I do wrong? But of course, that person is Mangala Rukmini Mataji's best friend. Somehow or other, that fellow got stuck. If Mangala Rukmini Mataji tells the truth, he's been in trouble. But Mataji is so merciful. So merciful. So because she's so merciful, she doesn't want to put him in trouble and speak a lie. So that's why it says it's better not to speak prajalpa in front of the deity. Don't sit in front of the deity and talk stories. When the deities are there, when the altar is open, you should only stare at the deity. You should enjoy the lotus feet. You should enjoy his thighs, his hip, his what they call his chest, his face, his lips, his nose, his pundrikaksha eye, the eyebrow which looks like a bow, an eye as the arrow. And you start to meditate. How did he, with these eyes, he just captivated all the gopis in Vrindavan. My dear Lord, with that same bow and arrow. Can you captivate my heart? My heart is full of fault. You can say prayer. You look at his forehead. Look at the turban. Look at the decoration. Speak. Just stare and enjoy. It gives a feast to your eyes. All right? Not simply speak in front of the deity. Very, very important. Like sometimes I used to do the same thing, but later I realized after studying all the books, people go in front of the deity, they close the eyes. Have you seen that? Go in front of the deities are there, close your eyes. Oh, Krishna, please take care of me. Why do you close your eyes? The Krishna is appearing in front of you in the deity form to give you darshan. So why you need to go in front of the deity and close your eyes? Make sense or not? Does it make sense? Anyone?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
Yeah. And you go in front of the deity and close your eyes for what? Okay, you are worshipping the deity. If you're chanting Hare Krishna mantra, when there's no deity, you have to close your eyes and meditate in the form of a deity. If not, you open your eyes, there's a lot of distraction. Fair enough. But you're right in front of the Supreme Personality. Why you need to close your eyes? Anyway, who's iPhone? Huh? There's a new person, I think, iPhone. Whoever, welcome. So, we do not need to close the eyes in front of the deity. We open the eyes wide. Until we'll study that in 10 Cantos Srimad Bhagavatam. You know, in that place, all the gopis will be cursing Krishna, cursing Brahma. Oh, stupid Brahma, why did you create eyelids? Just a little eyelid close and open, they couldn't tolerate. And they start to scold him. How foolish. Why did you create the eyelid? We should think of kind of feeling. You should absorb, not go in front of the deity and close your eyes. All right? Okay. Now, so that's the thing. Of course, talking loudly in the temple room, okay, is not allowed. Okay, I said gossiping, don't talk nonsense. Cursing or using harsh words is quite, sometimes when the devotee can get carried away, sometimes they sing, okay, all this nonsense we better avoid. Thanking others in front of the deity, all right, sometimes thanking means like offering gratitude, okay, because in the temple, deities is a summum bonum, everything is complete. So all the thanks and everything all should go to him. Unless during festival. During festival, like some people, they want recognition. They want their name to be put there as a donor. We used to have a big headache in Ipoh. Sometimes we forget. No, we will put a donors list. Or these are the people donate, and we usually put them in the WhatsApp group. Suddenly, one person called us and said, "Why my name is not there? Your name? Where do you? How much? I gave Prabhu. I gave 500. Why my name is not there? Ayyo. Then I have to go and look for a person. Hey, who you give donation to who? Why you didn't put? Yeah, forget. Then after the festival over, we have to make sure we put it. And sometimes in front of after the festival, we thank. Oh, I'd like to thank this particular Mataji for preparing prasadam very nicely, and all her associates like that. Wait, why? Why can't you mention my name? Why you should mention her name and I become the associate? You understand? So all these kind of things are all there. Okay. So thanking others and all this, we try to avoid. We just say we are grateful to all the devotees for coming forward and helping us to make this program a great success. We pray to Sri Sri Parama Karuna Nitai Gauranga, our presiding deity in Ipoh, Parama Karuna Nitai Gauranga, to bless all of you abundantly in pure devotional service.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhu, is it not proper to get recognition for services rendered and also donation?
Again, what do you mean?
Is it not
You get recognition?
why they need recognition for the service rendered?
You're asking why they need, means why the donors need recognition.
Yeah, actually no need, Prabhu. As long as Krishna knows.
Because Mataji, you are renounced. They are not.
Oh.
Because you know you understand that you are the servant of the servant of the servant. Right or not? But
Yeah.
they are not. Is Krishna Kumari is your initiated name or your real name?
No, initiated.
Krishna Kumari Devi Dasi, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the Devi and Dasi at the back. So you
Yeah.
are the servant of Krishna Kumari Devi Dasi.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means what? So Devi Dasi means you have accepted yourself as the servant.
Yes.
So you understand. People outside don't understand.
Mm. But the one
Okay.
who is doing the service, they are also actually mostly also initiated,
Okay.
right?
I understand where you're going.
Mm.
Yes.
But
We are friends about the 3 types of devotees: Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama.
okay.
Did you? Oh yeah, you were not there during that discussion. Yes. All right. Anyway, it doesn't matter, Mataji, but you understand, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we are studying this for our own relishment and nourishment.
Okay.
So be the mentor. That means once you're good, when someone come and take advice from you, you tell them. We don't need
Yeah.
such recognition. But when
Yeah.
someone come and say, I need recognition, we do not argue with them.
Mm.
Okay, no point arguing. Then you know what? If you argue, you know what you'll see? Oh, you are busy body, or you're trying to show your superiority. All these are not necessary. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Thank
So
you,
when
Prabhu.
someone come and say, I just humbly going to tell the president, Mr. President, this devotee needs some kind of recognition. If can you just look into it? That's all. When
Okay.
this thing happens, don't feel astonished. Don't feel why these people are so cheapskate. All that kind of feeling we don't need.
Okay, fine.
Because now you got to exit. Oh, okay. Anyway, they need some time. Okay, okay. So and we don't try to do this thing. Okay.
Okay, fine.
All right. Okay. All right. The next is fighting in the temple. Don't fight in the temple or in the kitchen, especially. Right. I don't want to pinpoint. It's quite common, especially in the kitchen. When the Matajis will get together, finish. You know. So like that. And secondly, also after you cook, don't go around and ask, do you like that sabji? Is it good? Is it good? Is it good? And people ask, did you do it? Yes. Oh, it tasty. Oh, yes. All that we don't need, because we are all trying to become okay. Before that, we have some new people here. And let me tell you what is the goal of our program, why we are doing this kind of detailed studies and deep studies, because we all want to become a pure devotee of Krishna. All right. So we all want to become a pure devotee of Krishna. So we are learning this way, that we are trying to be as humble as a grass, as tolerant as a tree. We try not to get into this kind of unnecessary trouble. Okay. Right. Everyone with me, yeah? And before that also, dear Mother Saraswati and those who are joining for the first time, there is one ground rules here. If you have question, stop me immediately and ask. Okay. So we have a very unique rules. We want you to ask question. We are the people who don't like, hey, don't ask question. Don't ask, don't disturb the class. Because since we are doing a detailed studies and deep studies, we want to go into word by word. We want to do it once and for all, get it done. Okay. So don't hesitate. If you can't this thing, okay, unable to communicate, no problem. You can also send a message, WhatsApp message. WhatsApp message, but you can send the message like what you're sending now. You can also do that. All right. Now, the 17th one is crying in front of the deity. So crying in front of the deity, that's crying means what? Right? The one way is crying is when you're crying in ecstasy. Okay. Oh, Krishna, when you start to feel ecstatic feeling, you start to cry. That is different. But this is a crying in agony. All right. So crying, okay, in front of the deity. Number 18 is criticizing others. It is the most dangerous thing you can think of. You are asking for trouble.
Prabhu, going back to 17 Prabhu, I've
Okay.
seen people அப்படியே மனசு விட்டு கவலைங்க விட்டு அழுகுறாங்க. அதை பற்றி என்ன சொல்லிக்கிறீங்க?
What is that? திருப்பி சொல்லுங்க. நீங்க பேசுறது காதுல உள்ள. திருப்பி சொல்லுங்க.
சில பேர் மனசு கவலையில மனசு விட்டு அழுகுறாங்க டேட்டிங்களுக்கு. அது என்ன சொல்றீங்க பிரபு? இஸ் இட் ஓகே?
அது டிபெண்ட்ஸ் ஆன் தட். பட் என்ன சொல்றதுன்னா, அந்த ஊழ விடுறது கழுவுறது தான். இது ஊழ விட்டு கழுவுறது. தெரியுதா? ஒப்பாரி வச்சுக்கிட்டு இல்ல சண்டை போட்டுட்டு அழுவுறது. ஆல் தட். Adu vande you're crying in because you are very helpless. At last you are helpless. You understand, I cannot do anything, my Lord. You have to save me, and you start to cry. No, crying out loudly, like crying out loudly, howling. Oh, like some people like to hit the chest, like,
Yes,
like
yes,
all that, all that are this thing. All right, okay. Then now, criticizing others, don't ever do that. Spiritual suicide. You are committing suicide spiritually if you start criticize others. Covering oneself in the blanket before the deity. All right, this is not, we don't experience that, but even maybe in cold country, so you should not cover yourself with a blanket, or maybe you can wear this thing. I have no idea what does this mean. Okay, please, this thing. Praising others before the deity. Okay, okay, you should not praise. Using obscene language, don't use bad words in front of the deity. Belching or passing gas. What is belching? Belching means okay, passing gas, lah, farting. You don't do that. Belching means burping, right, Prabhu? Vaishnava Prabhu?
Yeah.
Vaishnava Prabhu?
Yeah.
Burping. All right. Okay. Burp. You should not burp in front of the okay. Not offering the best article possible. When you can afford to do it and you're not doing it, it's not. Eating food not offered to the deity. You should not eat food which is not offered to Krishna unless it's emergency. Unless you don't have a choice, you feel like, okay, you're rushing somewhere.
Sorry, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Mataji.
Prabhu, number 23 enna actually? Not offering the best articles possible.
The best articles, like for instance, you can afford to offer the good thing, but you offer the second best.
I mean, you mean by fruits and flowers and all,
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
Food, flowers, Say like, for instance, you have a best, nice banana, but you got another banana which is not, is like going to spoil. And you think, hey, I cannot eat without offering. So you offer that one first, then you offer it, then you like that. Not offering the best articles possible. That's why deity worship is very complicated. So eating food which is not offered to the deity, unless it's emergency. Not offering fruits in season. Okay, now it's a banana season, you don't offer banana. There's a rambutan season, you must offer rambutan. Durian season, don't offer durian. Durian is a food in mode of ignorance. So we don't offer durian to Krishna. Durian, petai, all nonsense. I mean, it's a mode of ignorance. Okay. So there was one Chinese Mataji who just, after newly became a devotee, after that, then after she became a devotee, then she became like so ecstatic. She's from, of course, from another belief system. Then she came in. Then after some time, she was initiated and everything. She had her own farm in Sikkada, S-I-K. There's a place, Sikkada, their family farm. And they got a Gaur Nitai deity. The deity also, they named it as Gaura Paramakaruna. Our presiding deity in Ipoh is Paramakaruna. She named the deities also Paramakaruna. So when she went, she took the deities to introduce to all the family members. They are Chinese. So then they put the deity near in their farm, there's a waterfalls. So they took the deity and went into the waterfalls. Hey, deity, come enjoy the waterfalls and everything. Okay, all that. After all that, they put the deity in the farm. They took the best durian, they break it, they open, they offer it. They called me up. Prabhu, saya offering, tapi sini hutan tak boleh dapat tulsi lah. I said, hutan tak dapat tulsi ya? Macam mana, Prabhu? Macam mana? Saya nak offer durian. You mau buat apa? Bukan saya offering durian, tapi tak ada tulsi lah, Prabhu. So innocent. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, then she started to say, why? Mataji, durian tak boleh offer bagi Krishna. Oh, tak boleh kah? Itu pun buah. Okay, then I've got a long explanation, right? So like that, okay? But please don't offer durian. Offering already enjoyed food. After you finish, say like for instance, example, okay, give you an example. Like in my house, my wife cook early in the morning and she'll pack everything and she'll go to work. And later, I will be offering, say around 11 o'clock, 11 something, I'll be doing the offering. So that food has not been eaten. Say, like, for instance, I offer the food, say, at because her lunch is, say, 1 o'clock. I offer at 1:10. So the food she has already eaten, and now I'm offering the food because like that is not allowed. Okay, don't offer that. Okay, sitting one's back to the deity. Your back should not face the deity, or sitting directly in front of the deity. Should not. Paying respect to others before the deity. All right, sometimes when you see a devotee, oh, Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam, you do, don't do it in front of the deity. All right, don't do it in front of the deity. Not glorifying the Guru. If you don't glorify Prabhupada and all this, it's not good. And of course, if you praise yourself, oh, I am this, I am a Superman, I do this, I do wonder. At last, criticizing deities or demigods. You should not even criticize the deity or even the demigods. Okay, we must be very careful. So what are the other offenses? The other offenses, eating the food of a materialist. The person who are, sometimes when they ask you to come to their house, of course, this is our big challenges actually, if you're worshipping the deity. Sometimes they say, oh, come. Like sometimes, my mother-in-law will call me up, for Deepavali, please come. So it can affect you. Or eating outside, like you go to the restaurant, Buddhist restaurant, eating the food of a materialist. Sometimes when you eat the food, you also feel dull. All right. So touching the deity in the dark room, you should not. If the room is dark, so you have to clap first. You have to on the light. Don't straight away on the light. Like in my house, my altar, the switch is there. So I just come before I could even pop my children on the light. Imagine when you're sleeping, suddenly you on the light. So you have to clap first. My dear Jagannath, good morning. So I'm going to on this. Then you just okay. Approaching the deity without proper etiquette or being unclean. Okay. Opening the deity door without musical instrument or sounding. So you take the bell. Where's my bell here? All right. You take the bell, then you open, right? Offering food that has been seen by a dog. This is also, if you have a pet dog, so you have to be careful. Speaking unnecessarily during the puja. When they do the puja, we talk nonsense. Going outside the deity room during the course of doing the puja. Okay, when they're doing the puja, you go out. Sometimes you get a phone call. Okay, you just got all that. Try to avoid. Offering incense without a fragrant flower. When you want to offer the incense, you must have flower. Offering unsuitable flower during puja. So what is unsuitable flower? Unsuitable flower means the flower that don't have fragrance. Right, like some people like to offer Bunga Raya. Bunga Raya, they offer to Krishna only during certain season. All right, that's one season they offer Bunga Raya. But other than that, Bunga Raya can become a decorative in your district, but don't offer directly, or any flower that no fragrance. So then, what to do? I only can get white flower. So please try to plant Pavalamalli, or they call it night jasmine, Pavalamalli. Okay, that flower, once you plant, even you can put it on your on a pot. Once it grows big quickly, and once it produces flower every single day in every season. Doesn't matter. Not a day that you don't get flower from that tree, and it's very fragrant. And that's the only flower you can use after the flower fall down. The thing flower drops, you can take the flower and offer to Krishna. Can. But other flowers, no. If the flower drops, you have to reject it. Commencing puja with unwashed mouth. Okay. Having sex before the puja. So touching a woman during a period. All these are not allowed. So touching a lamp. Touching a dead body. Wearing unsuitable cloth. What is unsuitable cloth? We should not wear jeans and t-shirt or whatever when we do the puja. And also we should not wear black or blue. Must be careful. All right. The best is white and white. So seeing a dead body. If you go to funeral, make sure that day you don't do that. Passing air. Become angry. Okay. Coming directly from cremation. After coming from cremation, we have to bathe first. Doing puja yet with undigested food in the stomach. Another important thing. When you are a pujari, you make sure that your stomach is digested. Not after a good meal, you do the puja, right? And eating onions and kushum bashaka. I don't know what is the kushum bashaka. Eating onions and kushum bashaka. Okay, I don't know what is that. Kusum bashaka. Chewing betel nut, vettalapaku, touching the deity after massage with oil and not bathing. offering flour from an unclean pot, okay, doing puja at an inauspicious time. So must make sure the puja has to be set in certain time. Mangalarti, then this thing, then after that Sandhya Arti and auspicious time. Sitting directly on a floor. So when you do a puja, you should not sit or stand on the floor. You must put a carpet or at least pai, right? So touching the deity with the left hand while bathing him. So when you bathe the deity, you hold the hand and you take the thing and pour. Is offense. Offering old fruit, boasting during puja. During puja, you boast. Spitting. Okay, wearing horizontal tilak. What is horizontal tilak?
உங்களை சுத்தி இருக்கிற யார் வந்து இந்த கால் பண்ணாலே வந்து லெங்தா பேசுவாங்க.
Yes, Muru. Muru 21184. Yaar lengtha pesra. Okay, anyway. So anyway, what is horizontal tilak? This is horizontal tilak. Okay. This is horizontal tilak. So you must be careful. So we don't use horizontal tilak. We only use this type of tilak. Okay, vertical. Okay, so must be careful. So what are the things that you're using? All right, now wearing horizontal tilak. Not washing the feet. You must wash your feet. Offering food cooked by non-Vaishnava. Must be careful. All right, you should not offer the food which is cooked by the non-Vaishnava. Allowing non-Vaishnava to present during the puja. Okay. This one, that means you're entering into the sanctum. Sami, all right?
Prabhu,
Not worship. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, let's say I'm coming from the temple, I really wash up everything. Then
Okay.
I park my car and straight away I go in the temple. Do I still need to wash the leg?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
You know what is washing leg? It means,
Uh-huh.
for instance, you're not coming from the house.
Uh-huh.
You're coming from your office and you need to go in to the temple. But
No,
the
in
rule
this
says, yeah, understand.
coming from the house.
The rule says you
Uh-huh.
should not enter the temple without bathing.
Okay.
So if you go to the place, you wash your leg and take the water sprinkle on your head, is considered taken bath.
Okay.
So the ritual of washing the leg and putting drops on the head, it is you are taking a bath, entering the temple.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter you clean up, you wash up in your house, you coming to the temple or coming from elsewhere, you must wash your leg and put a sprinkle water on your head.
Okay, understand, Prabhu. Thank you.
Say like for instance, now you go to this what place is that? Radhakund. Radhakund is so auspicious, sometimes we can offend. So the place is very sensitive but very auspicious. So what Prabhupada said, go there, take some water and sprinkle on it. Put 3 drops on your head. You take some water and sprinkle on your head, is considered taken a bath in Radhakund. So that's why we take the water and like to sprinkle on our head. Okay?
Okay, fine.
All right. So talking to Shiva or Durga worshipper. All right? So sometimes, that's why, what does it mean talking to Shiva and Durga worshipper? That means associated with Mayavadis. So bathing the deity with water touched by the fingernails. So if you want to do deity puja, make sure your fingernails are clean. Okay, you should not have fingernails. Worshipping while perspiring. You are sweating profusely and worshipping. Making oath before Krishna. Very careful. Should not do that. You should not take an oath. I hereby promise you, I will do this. Don't ever do that. Stepping over articles of the deity. So when the articles of the deity on this thing, you don't step. Try to avoid the place. If you cannot avoid, you have to pass through. You bend down, push the thing left, right, and try to walk straight. Okay. So all these offenses in serving the deity will obstruct one's bhakti. So all these offenses in serving the deity can be it can be a challenge to your bhakti. Anyone worshipping deity should avoid these offenses. The devotees avoid both seva and nama aparat. So first we try to avoid nama aparat, the offenses in this thing, and also seva aparat, and thus taste the nectar of devotional service. So when a devotee commits seva aparat, how to do it? Okay, you've done that. What is the prayaschitta? should rectify it immediately. You should solve it immediately. With nama aprat, he must constantly be rectified. When you do nama aprat, when you do offenses in chanting the holy name, you have to go on doing it. You have to do the rectification always. Inattentive, I must be attentive, improving and avoiding. One who is on the level of bhava, worship the deity day and night in solitude. I mean, those who achieve the level of bhava, ecstatic. He makes no offense against the name or in service because his service is performed in his mind. Okay. So on the order of Haridas, the devotee chant the touchstone of the holy name. So what do you think? So is it okay? Like some people get so excited. Oh, I want to have a deity in the house. It's like until to one level, it became a fashion to have deities in the house. Fashion for the deities, the best if the deities come to you forcefully. Like I was not prepared to worship deities. But my Jagannath Balaji Subhadra came to my house forcefully. Even I said, no, I don't want. And the person says, no, you must have it. You understand? So the home deity and the temple deity are different. Home deity is part of your family. But the temple deity is the real one. So must be very careful. Like some people says, I got a home deity, so I better worship in my house. Then I go to the temple. It's the wrong thing. For instance, like Sunday morning Mangalarti, oh, I have to worship my deity in my house before I come to the temple. No, that's wrong. You should go to the temple and worship the deities in the temple. Because the home deity is the manifestation of that temple deity. All this philosophy, we must remember. Okay. So with that, we have already completed the what they call the offense of worshiping the deities. All right. So any questions? So this is also another short, oh, it's quite long. Okay. So shall we just take a short break, 2 minutes break? We continue at 10:15. Okay. We take a short break and continue at just 2 minutes. Okay. Hare Krishna. Okay. So now we are going into chapter 15, Bhajana Pranali. Okay. This is going to be very powerful reading material. Okay, let's start. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhu. Prabhu, and I don't go every week for Mangala Harti morning. So I will go a little late only. But 8 o'clock I'll leave 10:45. So I will do my Mangala Harti early in the morning first. Then only I go to the temple. Is that also, Prabhu?
No. Why? What is the reason that you can't go early to the temple? Because you have to do Mangalarti in your house, is it?
One thing is that, but normally I won't wake up very early, Prabhu.
Then that should be fine.
That's why
Unless what I mean is, if like those people who give priority to Mangalarti in the house and don't go for Mangalarti in the temple.
Okay.
Yeah. Because at home we can do at 6 o'clock or so, 6:50 or so we can do before the sun rises.
My grandchildren for Gurukul class, so we only leave very late. So I take them. So normally very difficult for me to go for Mangalarti.
Yeah, understand.
That is not an offense, right?
No. What I mean is some people like they all want to come. They wake up early, but they come late. I say why? No, because I have to do Mangalarti in my house first. I got a deity in my house. I have to do Mangalarti there. Then when I come here, that's no good. All right. Okay. Chapter 15, Bhajana Pranali.
Prabhuji, if that's kind, if I able to attend, then I'll just open the altar, then I can go to the temple, right?
Correct. Yes.
Mangalarti morning, Mangalarti எப்ப செய்ய தேவையில்லையா?
No, if you're going to the temple, Mangalarti starts at what time? 5 o'clock, right?
5:15.
5:15. If you can wake up 4 o'clock, you do your Mangalarti in your house, okay. If you're going for temple Mangalarti, if you can't do that, you just open the altar, light the lamp, and go to temple. It's considered I've done Mangalarti in your house.
Okay. If I not possible for me to do it, then I can just on the light and then because I got a deity. I got Gauranita. your name also is Parama Karuna Gauranitai.
Oh, really? Yeah. Parama Karuna what? Gauranitai or Nitai Gauranga?
Gauranitai.
Ah, okay. Our Ipoh temple deity is Parama Karuna Nitai Gauranga.
Gauranitai. Nitai
No,
Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga. Not Gaura.
Ah.
Usually the Parama Karuna Gaura Nitai than or no?
Ama.
Here Ipoh Guru Maharaj gave the name Parama Karuna Nitai Gauranga.
Oh, okay. Okay, Prabhu.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Yes, welcome. Okay, chapter 15, Bhajana Pranali. Gadai Gauranga, Jaya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sita Anatha, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And before that, I want to ask those who are coming for the first time here, do you have this book? I think this book is not available. Later, I will share the PDF copy in the group. So those who don't have, you can print out and keep it for your reference. Okay. Now, the Lord said, Haridas. Okay, I will share in the group. Okay, no problem, Mataji. I will share the PDF. You can print out. Okay. It has only 108 pages. When you print out, it's going to cost you around 10 ringgit only. All right. So now, okay. The Lord said, Haridas, by your devotion, you have received all knowledge available in the universe. What we can understand from here? By your devotion, okay, you have received all knowledge, available in the universe. What we can understand from this? So, through our devotion, that is how we receive the knowledge. We don't receive the knowledge through scholarship. Oh, I'm very educated. I read all the books under the sun. Like some people are like that. They prefer to sit at home and read all the books, but don't want to come and engage in devotional service. I know people who can read all the books. A person memorized all the 700 verses in Bhagavad Gita, but not even chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's not good. So here he says, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, by your devotion, you have received all the knowledge available. Then secondly, he makes second statement. He says, all the Vedas are dancing on your tongue. All the Vedas are dancing on your tongue. Then all the conclusion. What conclusion? All the conclusion of the Vedas of scripture are in your speech. Now, speak clearly about the rasa or sentiment or mellow of the holy name. How does the jiva get qualification for the rasa of the name? Very important question, yes or not? You know, so what we understood here, even by namabhas, a quick recap. In this book, first we start with namabhas, or inattentive, or not really paying attention. That when we chant in that way, or namabhas, it is just like a cloud covering the sun. A little rays come to you, because see, now it's very cloudy. Okay, it's up there, so cloudy, and the sun is there, but the full effect of the sun is not there. But then Haridas Thakur says, even the little effect of that naam can liberate a person from horrible sin. Even when we chant in namabhas, it means not attention, not paying this thing, we are not really paying into that, just getting a glimpse of the light, that is sufficient to take you to straight up to Satyaloka. We are not interested in Swargaloka. Heaven is not a big deal for us. It can take you to the not the core, the body, to the border of the material world. It can take you to the edge of this material covering. And it's so auspicious. All the desires, everything in the heart can be fulfilled. And eventually all the aparat can be cleared. And eventually the person can achieve the highest success, come to Shuddha Naam, or the pure name. Then after that Haridas Thakur says, but you must follow the 10 offenses. The 10 offenses can kill the taste. So we had a very detailed discussion. Okay. Then after that, we also studied about what they call the the offenses of the deity worship. Okay, now Krishna, Mahaprabhu is asking, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asking Haridas. But now, since you got all the Vedas are dancing on your tongue. All the conclusion are at your speech. But now, Mahaprabhu telling Haridas, what he's saying, okay, very important statement. He says, now speak clearly. Speak clearly. That means not giving direct, indirect meaning. Straight to the point. Clearly of what? Of rasa, mellow. Right? Rasa of the holy name. What a person can achieve. Then he asks the second important question. He says, how does the jiva get qualification for the rasa? How do the jiva get the qualification to the rasa? Okay, speak clearly about the rasa and then tell me how people like us, a jiva, a minute spirit soul, can become qualified into the rasa. Haridas in great bliss says, through your inspiration, my Lord, I will describe it. What is going to describe? The highest, purest state. He's going to discuss the highest and purest state. A real secret is going to be revealed. The perfection of the absolute truth, okay, is called rasa. So what is the highest and purest state? The perfection of the absolute truth. Paramporul. Absolute is called rasa.
Prabhu, what is pranali, Prabhu?
What is that?
Pranali.
Pranali.
Bhajana pranali.
Pranali, what does it mean? Let me see.
He would organize approach associated with concepts of tradition. Or they put it's a system, it's a method.
No. Pranali means, I remember, pranali means to do things properly, correctly.
Yeah, that's what is given, Babu.
Yeah. So bhajana pranali, how to bhajan properly?
Organized approach.
Yeah, that means properly. Organized approach is the bombastic English. The straightforward is performing properly. How to properly perform bhajan.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, or also we can also say like step by step. Step by step.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Now, so he says, I will describe it. The highest and purest state, the perfection of the absolute truth is called rasa. So rasa means what? Highest, purest, perfection. Highest, purest, and perfection of Parampurul, absolute truth. Okay. Then he say, this rasa is not the emotion or sentiment of the material world. There's a description here. It is not the sentiment or emotion of this material world, but is the inherent nature of the absolute pure. Inherent nature means what? The natural tendency, inherent. The natural tendency of the absolute truth. Because the absolute truth is what? It is the highest, purest, and perfect. Okay? At the same time, it is unlimited. Then it is full of bliss. It's full of bliss. Then it is the greatest glory. You got it? So please underline all the statement. It says it is not the emotion or sentiment of the material world, but it is inherent nature of the absolute pure. It's unlimited, full of bliss, and the greatest glory. It is not an ordinary kind of feeling. The absolute truth reveals his variegated character. What does that variegated character means? Variegated means varieties. So absolute truth is Krishna, the Parampurul, has shown his variegated character. Okay. Variegated character means like all these kind of the nature, the material world, Tatashta Shakti, the marginal energy, the external energy, the supreme energy, varieties of energy. So it should all kind of variegated character true is energies. Okay, absolute truth. So now who is this absolute truth? All right, here we're talking about Krishna, or is a portion of the portion, plenary portion. Okay, I don't go into the detail. We study that in Bhagavatam. I don't want to confuse you with this. What is absolute truth means? Okay, anyway, so we take absolute truth as Krishna. Okay, reveal his variegated character. He got varieties of character. Okay, and he reveals them through what? He reveals them through his energies. Then he said, this energy, which is inseparable from his existence, Abhina. So this energy cannot be separate from him. His energy creates variegated spiritual world. Okay. His energy create variegated means varieties of spiritual world, which is in prerequisite to rasa. Okay, now I want to ask, how many of you don't understand what I'm saying? If you get it, I'll go move on. If not, I will explain. Everyone? All got it? Rajendran Prabhu, do you understand or not?
Prabhu, Mataji requested Prabhu one can. She wants to tell in Tamil piece a bit the rasa.
Rasana Rasanai. Rasanai. அந்த ரசனை வந்துட்டு பகவானோட இயற்கை. அது வந்து தூய்மையானது, மகா தூய்மை, அன்லிமிட்டட். அதுக்கு அளவு இல்லாதது. அது முழு ரசனை, பிளீஸ், இன்பம், முழு இன்பம். அதே நேரத்தில் அது வந்து சிறந்த glory, இட்ஸ் வெரி glorious, சிறப்பானது. Okay, I hope my Tamil is right. Okay, Mataji, you understand?
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay, now, okay, Saras Mataji says, repeat again. Okay, now, let me repeat again. The rasa is not emotion material, okay, but it is inherent nature. Inherent nature means that is the natural of the absolute pure. Okay, it is unlimited, Mataji. It is full of bliss, ananda, and it has greatest glories. Okay, now, then he says the absolute truth reveals. He revealed his varieties of character. He got so many characters. Okay, and that means character of anger, character of bliss, and all that. Okay, now, and how he showed his character through his energy. Okay, and this energy is inseparable. You can't separate them from his very existence. From his existence, you can't separate all his energy away. And this is called as Abhina. You're following me, Mataji?
Prabhu.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay, Saraswati Mataji. Okay, you get it, eh? All right, now. So he said, so far, so good, eh? That means he revealed his varieties of character through his energy. And that energy cannot separate from him. First step, you understand? Now, let's look at the next one. Then now he says his energies, all the energies of Lord, creates variegated spiritual world. So, he creates variegated spiritual world. Like what? There's millions and millions of Vaikuntha planet. In each Vaikuntha planet has a different deities. Example, Saras Mataji. All right. Varieties of characters through his energy, correct? Okay, you got that. Now the second one is like this. He says his energies create varieties of material, spiritual world. Okay, what does that mean? Example, you say Saraswati Mataji, you are so much attached to Ishtadeva, Narsingadev. You love Narsingadev so much. So your mood, your rasa is nourishing a dev. Once you go back to Godhead, you will end up in Ahobila Dham. Or there's a Vaikunda called Ahobilam. You understand? So why you end up in Ahobilam? Because you're so attached to nourishing a dev. Then secondly, say like, who's another person? Muru. I think there's a new person, Muru. All right. Say Mr. or Mrs. Muru. I'm not sure. Is he there? He or she? Oh, it's not there. Right. Okay. Anyway, I take another person example. Say like, okay, like Purna Rupini Mataji. She is very much attached to Venkateshwara. She always pray to Venkateshwara. She's so attached. Huh? Yelumalayan, Venkateshwara, Govinda, Govinda, Yelukondavala. All these guys always Govinda, always what they call Venkarachalapati. And once Purna Rupini Mataji complete her pastime in this world, when she goes back, she go end up in Tirupati Dham, the Vaikunda called Tirupati. And you go there, is 24/7, eternally the worship of Tirupati will go on. Venkarachalapati. Like that, there's a millions of planets. Each planet is, it's all, each deity is residing in that planet. So far, so good. Saras Mataji? Saraswati. You got me? I think he's busy now. Others, you got me? You understand? Put a thumbs up if you get it. Yes, Mataji. Oh, you say yes, okay. So why, that means his energy create varieties of spiritual world. And that spiritual world is a prerequisite to rasa. What is your taste? You have a taste for Tirupati, you end up in Tirupati Dham. If you have a taste for whichever, all the deities, they'll have their own spectacular Vaikuntha planet. Of course, you go there, you'll never return. You go there, you get the spiritual body. All right? Now, so far, the first part, I have already cleared. Now, the question is, who don't get it? Krishna Kumari Mataji, you got it? Oh, not around? Okay, others who are listening, do you get this? Am I clear on this? Put a thumbs up. Am I audible? Where's my speaker? Oh, okay. People are thumbsing up. Okay, great. All right. Okay, now you got this. Okay. Now look at the next one. The next one is like this. True is spiritual energy. Now, all his energy is inseparable from him. We call Abhina. And through the energy, he creates varieties of spiritual world. And the requirement to enter into that is according to the rasa, according to its different mellow or rasane, different planets are created. Now, Haridas Thakur is saying, true is spiritual energy, Ladini Shakti. What is it? Krishna reveals his form, name, dham, and activity. Okay? And also true is spiritual energy. Krishna reveals his what? His form, his name. Dham means place. Vaikunth, I mean Goloka, dham, and activities. Then he says, the supreme truth is known as Krishna. So now you understand who is this, okay, the supreme truth, Parampurul. All right? He is none other than this, the absolute. All right? This is Krishna. Okay? The supreme truth is known as Krishna with a Shama Sundara form. What is Shama Sundara means? The dark black, I mean the cloud, the black color, I mean the dark cloud. Sham means dark, black. Sundara means beautiful. Shamna Karpu. Karpalagan. Alright? Karumega Kannan. So it looks like the dark cloud. Shama Sundara, known as with a Shama Sundara form. And he is residing in Goloka Dham. And he performed his sweet pastime with his devotees. What pastime? We are talking about is doing his sweet pastimes. And he stays in Goloka. And he has a Shama Sundara form, the dark blackish form, who is known also as Krishna. Okay? And with who he do the pastime? With his devotees. All right? So now we understand all the people, all the gopis and everyone in the spiritual world are his devotees. That through that, what happened? Thus, variety and rasa exists. Varieties and rasa, mellow, feeling, start to exist. Existing. All right? Vagavagayana, suvayana, தோற்றங்கள். Yeah? Because the Lord's due to his spiritual energy. So the varieties and rasa exist in the Lord due to his spiritual energy. And these cannot be separated or differentiated from the substance of the Lord, Abhinna. Just like you can never separate fire, the heat from the fire. When there's a fire, there is a heat. There is no such thing, heatless fire. You can't separate the heat from the fire. Okay? Similarly, the Lord and the energy can never be separated. And why he's doing in Goloka his sweet pastime? Because of his perform a variety of rasa that exists in the Lord because of his spiritual energy. And these cannot be separated or differentiated. Okay? Differentiated. Okay, now. In this way, the absolute truth remains supreme. Remain whole. Whole means what? Akanda. Beyond duality, Advaita. Beyond duality. That means what is duality means? Man, woman, heat, cold. In this world, everything is two. There's one, you can compare with one. But there, Krishna, there's no comparable. He is the only one. Beyond duality. But at the same time, simultaneously, while you're doing that, at the same time, he engages in a transcendental world full of beautiful forms, activities, and emotion. While he's maintaining everything, he's doing something. At the same second, he also having a good time with the devotees in Goloka Vrindavan. I hope you understand. Now, first we understand that. Now we're going to discuss about the next energy of Krishna, which we call the shadow. Like now I'm standing here, there's a light there and there's a shadow there. Okay, I can see my shadow there. My hand and my shadow is two different entities. It's got nothing to do. I can take the knife and hit the thing, tung, 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 I won't feel the pain because it's two separate things. Because it's a world of duality. But there, it says, the shadow energy. The shadow is the energy. So even the shadow of the Lord is energized. Okay. So the shadow energy of the Lord's what? Spiritual energy. So even the energy, the shadow of Lord is also energized, and it also had a spiritual potency. Because anything from the Lord is spiritual. And this energy is called as Maya. Every one of you following me?
By the spiritual world.
Every one of you following me? Any question?
Babu, please tell about Maya one more time, Babu.
Okay. You all can see the whiteboard, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Oops. Okay. Now let's look at this. First, this is Krishna. Okay. This is Krishna. Okay. The Krishna is here. And it has all the energy. So, okay, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Now, the same energy, it appears here in the shadow. Can you see it look like a shadow, right?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. It's a shadow. So, what it's mentioned here, the energy of the shadow energy, that means this is from Krishna. We are talking about the shadow. Okay.
Okay.
First we understand this as the shadow. Okay, this is a shadow. Right. So the shadow energy is what? Number one, it is the reflection
Of the spiritual one.
from original. Okay, it's a reflection from the original thing. Yes? Yes or not?
Good.
Reflection from the original source. Huh?
Okay, bro.
All right. So it's a reflection. Then number two, this is also energy of Krishna. This is also energy of Krishna.
Okay, bro.
And this energy of Krishna is also spiritual.
That means it's the material world, bro. I'm spiritual world.
No, the energy also spiritual.
But it is in the material world.
Correct.
Okay, bro.
Correct. So this is the thing that we should highlight. It is also, even if it's material, okay, this energy is also called spiritual. Because Krishna, even his shadow is spiritual.
Yeah, okay.
So what we call the shadow, we call it as Maya. So what we understand from here, Maya is also a spiritual energy of Krishna, but at where? Where it stays?
Material world.
Yeah, where? Where is that energy?
Material world, bro.
Correct. So what energy is that? Material world.
External energy.
Correct. External
energy.
So it is situated in this material world, which is also called as the material energy. You got it, Prabhu?
Yeah, very well.
Okay. Every one of you got this?
Yes, Prabhu.
Very bold. So we always like to use the best possible creative way to present our session. Okay. Now, the shadow energy of the Lord's spiritual energy is called as Maya.
Yeah.
By the will of Krishna, by the will, not by independent, by the will, this energy creates. What it creates? Material world. Where is the material world is situated? Outside of the spiritual dimension. Okay. So this material space, it is situated, all right. This material space, okay, this material, and it creates the material world, which is outside the spiritual dimension. So that means it is there, but it is hidden. Just like sometimes we see, say like, okay, like for instance, like in Ipoh is a city, but Ipoh city, there is a prison, and the prison is situated in Batu Gajah, the place in Ipoh. I mean, it's the outskirts of Ipoh, the next small town. and is hidden. So it is in this area, but it is created in the way which is outside the city dimension. The city dwellers don't see where the prison is unless you go to this place called Batugaja. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Okay, great. The next statement. True is Jiva Shakti. What is Jiva Shakti means? Anyone tell me who's Jiva Shakti? Jiva Shakti is called
Krishna.
the Tata. That means the Jiva Shakti means the energy that creates what they call that produces Jiva. Jiva means living entity. Okay. What is the Jiva Shakti? Vaishnava Prabhu? Are you there? Prabhuji, are you there? What is Jiva Shakti? Anyone? Anyone can help?
Internal.
No, not internal. சொல்லுங்க மாதாஜி, வலியம்மா என்ன சொன்னீங்க? இன்டர்னல்னா?
இல்ல ஜீவ சக்தினா ஜீவனுடைய சக்தி தானே?
ஆமா, ஜீவனோட சக்தி தான். அதான் என்ன அர்த்தம்னு கேக்குறேன். Living entity, correct. You are correct. Jiva Shakti is called as, maybe you can write it down. Okay. Jiva Shakti is known as Tatashta Shakti. Where can I write this? Okay. I hope I can write this here. Oh, okay. I cannot. There's no space here anywhere. Right? It's called as Tatashta. Okay. Yeah. I can use this. Okay. Why am I not using it? All right. So Jiva Shakti is right. Can you see the word Tatashta Shakti? Terida? Okay. Jiva Shakti is called as Tatashta Shakti. Or, in other words, it's also called as marginal Shakti. Don't worry, you'll study that in our Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Tatashta Shakti is called as Jiva Shakti. So, what he did through this energy, he creates the innumerable souls. He creates many different souls, Atma, that is situated between the material and spiritual world. So the word here is between, in between. Tatashta na nadula, also known as this. Tatashta Shakti is in between. In between of material world and also spiritual world. But the word is this, worlds. Worlds means more than one. Okay? I hope all are following me. Krishna Kumari Mataji? Vaishnava
Yes, Prabhu.
You're following, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Prabhu, if it is in between, Prabhu, are they conditioned or not conditioned?
Not yet conditioned.
Not yet conditioned. Thank you.
Not yet. Okay. So when the rain falls from the sky, it is not conditioned yet. But once the rain fall into the mud, fall into the pond, fall into the drain, it becomes conditioned. Okay. Now, so situated between material and spiritual world. So that means Tatashta Shakti is in between. Similar in quality to Krishna. What does that mean? All right. This is going to be some mind-blowing for the first time hearing this. Okay. So it says that it's similar in quality. Similar in quality means what? So that means this jiva, that innumerable soul, the souls, all right, it has the similar quality. They had a similar quality. Okay, it has a similar quality to Krishna. So we have some or other a similar quality to Krishna. But the question is how it is happened. But infinitesimal in size. Infinitesimal means it's extremely smaller than size. Just like the ocean and the drop of seawater. Ocean is salty, the drop of seawater also salty. So quality same, but the size is a drop. A quantity is different. Okay. Then Haridas Thakur is continuing. Because of their borderline quality, borderline means what? They have the spiritual and also material. They have the both quality, border, okay, the borderline quality. Okay. Now he says the jiva are of two types. The jiva got how many types? There are two types of jiva. Okay. The first type is what? Eternally bound jiva. And second is eternally liberated jiva. So that means there's a jiva that is eternally bounded, stuck in this material world. The second is eternally liberated jiva. So what are they? Those who are eternally liberated are qualified as Krishna's eternal servant. The eternally liberated jiva, that means once you become a pure devotee, you are eternally liberated. And you are qualified to become Krishna's eternal servant. Where? In the spiritual sky. And those who are eternally bound, what happened? They engage and suffer in the material shadow of far away from Krishna. So those who are eternally bound, they engage and suffer in the material shadow away from Krishna. All right? This is the conditioned soul. The jivas dwelling in the material world are of two types. That means even the jiva, that means the living entity that lives in the material world, also got two types. Okay? Number one, those taking Krishna's name and associating with devotees who will go to the spiritual world of rasa by the power of the name. So now Krishna Kumari Mataji, now do you understand why the name is so important in comparison to service in the temple?
Yeah.
Yes. So the power of the name will take the person back to the spiritual world of rasa. But all these conditioned by the association of a devotee. You don't be one-man island. I cannot associate with devotee. Devotees are all toxic. Finish. Gone case. So by the association of the devotee, one can go to the spiritual world of rasa, mellow, rasani, by the power of the holy name. That's one type. The second type is those who ignore Krishna, they reject Krishna and toil hopelessly for rasa. They also toil. That means they also work hard. They also look for hopelessly for rasa. I want to enjoy. But how these karmis want to enjoy? The karmis enjoy like this, in relationship to inert matter. So what the devotees are looking for rasa through the association, through the power of the holy name. But the karmis who ignore Krishna and hopelessly toil for rasa, and they get the rasa through the inert matter, through the material object. I buy a Mercedes Benz, I got the rasa. I buy a big bungalow with a swimming pool, it's a rasa. So they are trying to enjoy life through the indriya, through the senses, artificially. It's a very clear statement. I hope you're all getting it. Now let's look at the next one. The gradual realization of rasa. So what does that mean? Now we must understand another term here. That is the gradual realization. It is not today you get it, you get the rasa on the spot. It's not like an instant noodle, you get the rasa, ting, on the spot. It takes a gradual realization. Okay. So the gradual realization of rasa in the name is compared to the blossoming of a flower. The name is compared to a flower in a bud. Muttupu. The name is compared to a flower in a bud. But when it spread to the general mass of people in the world, right? So it's compared to the flower in a bud when it spread to the general mass of people in the world. What does that mean? So the gradual realization of rasa takes time in the name of is compared to the blossoming of a flower. Malarradhu. The name is compared to a flower in a bud. So now the name is compared to a bud, muttupu, okay, to the general mass of people in the world. For everyone, it's just a muttu. See, when you see a bud, B-U-D, the bud of the flower, if you see a rose in a bud, can you smell? It's still not even open up. It's just like this. Just like this. You go there, you can't do anything. Okay? So for the people in the material world, it's like a bud. That means those who are in Namabas, those who are starting to chant, accepting initiation, trying to chant, but still haven't got the full Sukriti, it is still considered like the bud. Okay? But when one realizes the beautiful form of Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan, when one realizes, through what? Through the continual chanting, reading and understanding different, realizing is different. Right? I read roti chana is very tasty. I saw roti chana look tasty. It's different. Compare, I take the roti chana, I put in my mouth and I'm relishing it. So it's a big difference. So when one realizes the beautiful form of Krishna in Vrindavan through the continual chanting, he realizes, the key word here is what? Realize. Okay? He realizes. And the realization comes through experience. How the experience come? That is called bhava. Ecstatic. And how you can achieve that? How can you achieve that bhava and realization? Through continual chanting, not whenever you feel like chanting. That's why when you've taken a vow to do 16 a day, you must do 16 a day. Not I do 10, then 6 I continue tomorrow. Please don't have that practice. But of course, spiritual masters are trying to be merciful to you, to at least that you don't give up. But now we are going into a serious studies. We want to become a pure devotee of Krishna. So when you've taken a vow 16, you do 16 no matter what. Even you need to sacrifice your sleep. Even there's some demanding service you need. But please give priority to your chanting. 16 a day, 8 some mass. Yeah, definitely, Mataji, Saras Mataji. I'll share in the group. So you should chant, continual chanting of the name. Okay? So what happened? When that thing happened, when one realizes the beautiful form of Krishna in Goloka, he realizes, then he continued through the continual chanting. Now is the season, you know what? Compared to partially open the flower. Ah, Ulama, I thought something great. But now looks like continual chanting, realizing the form of Krishna in Vrindavan, you get some Sukriti taste here and there. It's just slightly open. Then what is next? And after that, continuing sadhana further. Continuing sadhana further. How you do sadhana? Like deity worship. Right? And just carry on chanting sadhana. When Krishna's 64 qualities become revealed in the name. So now we have understood the Krishna's 64 qualities. We studied that in what they call in Nectar of Devotion. Those who have missed it, please go back to my video. We discussed Nectar of Devotion all 6 months. Every day, 5 days for 6 months. Of course, in between 1 or 2 days, we took a break. So when one realizes 64 qualities of Krishna, if you forgot, please go back to your nectar of devotion. Take and understand the 64 qualities of Krishna. And that 64 qualities revealed in the name, and that is compared to a fragrance from the half-open flower. Oh, Krishna, look at that. Mataji, you'll be eventually be motivated. Don't worry. You have already joined us. You will definitely be motivated. Okay, no worries. I got people who are not motivated now chanting 64 rounds. No worries about that. So now when you look at that, when we understand the 64 qualities and is compared to a little opening and little fragrant, then the next statement here, when one realizes, what he realized? He realized the eternal pastime of Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan. When he start to do that, the flower is in full bloom. The flower will become full bloom. Mulumeya malarndrichi. Then after that, what happened? What's next after this? By the great mercy of the name, again the name, the original energy of Ladini. Oh, Krishna, the great mercy of the name, the original energy, Ladini Shakti, is none other than Srimati Radharani, Ladini. And Samvit. What is Samvit? Consciousness. You feel bliss and you start to have understanding. You have to be conscious. And all these are called as the original energy. And also happened by the great mercy, not ordinary mercy. Of who? The name again. All right. And this Samvit and Ladini, where does it exist? This is belonging to the spiritual world. The Ladini Shakti and Samvit are not for material world. So by the great mercy of the name, the original energy of Ladini and Samvit, which belongs to the spiritual world, who is the prime embodiment of Srimati Radharani, who is embodiment of Srimati Radharani, means this, it is Srimati Radharani personified. What she does? Unite in the form of Bhakti Devi. So the Samvit and Ladini, which is the prime embodiment of Radharani, will unite in the form of Bhakti Devi. Then descend upon the small jiva. Can you see? You attract Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani is the prime, what they call, the prime embodiment. Is Ladini Shakti and Samvit Shakti. That is bliss and consciousness, which only available in Goloka Vrindavan. She will come and unite with Bhakti Devi. And after uniting with Bhakti Devi from the celestial, spiritual, absolute world, it come and hope enter your heart. Descend upon a small jiva. And who's that small jiva? Who possesses only a small portion of Ladini and Samvit energy. By nature, by default, we only have a small portion of Ladini and Samvit.
Prabhu, who's Bhakti Devi, Prabhu?
Bhakti Devi, the personified of devotional service.
Yeah, but
Tulasi Maharani.
is it Tulasi Devi, Prabhu?
Tulasi Devi also they can say it, but this Bhakti Devi, okay. Yes, Bhakti Devi is also Tulasi Maharani, and also the another form of Tulasi Devi. I mean, Bhakti Devi is the one that personifies spiritual life, spiritual excitement, energy.
Okay.
So only the small portion Ladini. So now what happened? From the transcendental realm, that means what? From that Goloka Vrindavan, Bhakti Devi reveals to the jiva the full rasa In the name. So Bhakti Devi Prabhu, the deities of Bhakti Devi is Tulsi Maharani. At the Bhakti Devi, that's why we have to keep Tulsi Maharani in the house. When we worship today, we are doing Bhakti Devi. Okay?
Okay.
So that Bhakti Devi will reveal the Jiva, the full rasa. Whenever we study that other books, which is not yet, it's quite confidential book, I don't want to mention the name. There it explained how Tulsi Maharani is the person in charge of setting the scene for Radha and Krishna. So that Bhakti Devi reveals the Jiva full rasa in the name. Then, by her mercy, the Jiva takes on the spiritual body and enters into the pastime and tastes the rasa. Hari Bol, Gauranga. Wow! Isn't that fantastic? Please read and reread the statement again and again and again and again and again. We are keeping Tulsi Maharani in the house. Now we understand that Tulsi Maharani is none other than that Bhakti Devi. That's why when we chant in front of the Tulsi Maharani, we are begging the Bhakti Devi. But once you feel okay, once you feel by the mercy of the holy name, the Nama Prabhu, the Radharani, the Sladini and Samvit will come down along with this and enters into the small Jiva's heart, and the Jiva will go into such a big, will enjoy the full rasa, and the full rasa also in the name. That's why we studied that before, I think last week. To start your liberation, Harinam. Once you're liberated, also Harinam. Yes or not? So by her name, the Jiva takes on the spiritual body according to the mode. So what is the spiritual body? What do you call that spiritual body? What do you call that? Swarupa Siddhi, your original form. Then you go there, you enter into the pastimes. You go into the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, and gopis are dancing and enjoying yourself. And that's when you start to taste the rasa. Unbelievable. Okay, we stop here because this another rasa I want to start fresh. The 4 ingredient rasa. It's very, very, very important. And the most important, it is very nectarian. Very nectarian. It's not only you can taste the honey through your tongue. You can even taste the honey through the ears. Vibhava, Anubhava, Satvika Bhava, and Vyabhichari Bhava or Sanchari. Right? And of course, the ingredients, the mixture, and all these kind of things, we continue. Today is what day? Wednesday. Thursday morning, tomorrow, 9 o'clock, we meet. Tomorrow is another beautiful day. Tomorrow is Egadasi. On this Egadasi, and we're going to discuss about the rasa, all the different types of rasa in the holy name. It's just, we are so fortunate that we got a chance to speak about it on this Egadasi day. All right. So now it's 11:15. I need to go. So with that, we end the session. If you have any questions, kindly put up in the group. We discuss. And please, those who have attended here for the first time and all this thing, don't miss tomorrow's session. I believe from tomorrow, day after tomorrow, until next week, until we finish up this book, it's going to be full of nectarian pastime. So, the Mataji Saras, I hope you are watching this also after you're in the recording. After we complete this, I won't be surprised if your chanting will go to the next level. Till then, have a beautiful day. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha paditana ki jai. Srila Haridas jai. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Gaura Premanande Hari.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Govind.